A scary situation for a group of teenagers in Princeton. The fire department says they were out for a hike on New Year's Day when one of the boys fell more than 30 feet from a cliff. Our Roslyn Flaherty spoke with the fire department about the dangers of the area they were in. Roslyn?
Olivia, the teenagers were in a remote area that's not safe for hikers. It took first responders more than an hour to get the victim to the hospital. A 17-year-old is lucky to be alive after falling more than 30 feet from a cliff in Princeton.
It was an amazing rescue.
Deputy Fire Chief Timothy Kelly says a group of teens were a half-mile deep into the woods off Hobbs Road New Year's Day when the young man slipped and fell, suffering injuries to his head and neck.
The kids had to run back to a local home to make the 911 call.
More than 20 first responders were needed for the rescue. Crews used ropes to get to him. The 17-year-old was then driven to an ambulance on a four-wheeler and taken to UMass Memorial Medical Center.
We had to use fire line tape to mark the path because we had 3 groups of rescuers going in at different times in order to make the rescue and pull them out.
Chief Kelly says the victim was speaking to the trauma team. He says the area is not safe for hikers.
Very difficult to reach. There was no vehicular access.
He says people need to be careful in the wooded areas in Princeton, especially this time of year.
We're dealing with the temperature influctuations from cold and freezing to warm and muddy. So stuff's freezing and not freezing. The leaves are very slippery. So anything around the rock faces here in Princeton are going to be pretty dangerous.
Now, the victim's condition is unknown at this time. Again, he was talking to the trauma team at the hospital. Roslyn Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.